Hey everyone, it's Heather, and this is season 3, it's not season 3, it's season 4. Hey everyone, it's Heather, and this is season 4, episode 3 of The Expanse. I'm excited to get straight into it, but before we do that, what happened in the last episode? Well, we're going to have a problem with Murtry, and I'm calling him by his actual name because he's done an actual bad thing. He decided that he didn't quite like the way this Belter was talking to him, so he turned around and shot him. Dead. So that's going to be a flashpoint, a major stumbling block in relations between the two factions, the two camps, the two ideologies, the two... You know what I'm saying. And Murtry's right in the middle of it. And is he going to come quietly, or is he going to say, oh, that guy deserved to die, or is he going to start shooting everybody, or I don't know. But I guess we'll find out straight away, unless the skipping over to the other blah, 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 blah. Let's skip over to Holden for a second. He went into the structure, and there was just a small problem of a root getting caught in the cogs of the ancient device. So he took it out, he cut it open, and it started closing in around him. And he's like, "Oh, I gotta get out of here." So he got out, and then lightning started hitting everything. So something's going on. Something is now working that previously was not working. And more than that, I don't want to speculate, because I'll just end up saying something stupid. So I'm saying something more stupid than I normally do. In other news, Alex struck out with his new doctor friend, buddy, woman, and Amos did not. So, we got one that didn't work out, one that did. The key is to not hit on people who are already married, it seems. And yeah, that's where you're going to get some more success. Naomi in the last episode was trying to pretend like everything was fine. Like at the end of the first episode, she was there, she was on the planet, she was carrying her bag, she'd done it. And in this episode, she was trying to continue on like she was still, yep, this is just a normal day for me. But, no, it completely exhausted her, and it turns out that it's not so much her, her physical muscles, but it's her heart that can't keep up with the demands of the planet's gravity. And so she has to take it easy. And we'll see how long she's able to take it easy for her, given the circumstances that are happening around the planet at the moment. But yeah, Murtry, he did have his craft exploded, and he did lose a lot of people. I don't know if he was particularly friendly with any of them. He doesn't seem that sort of type. And he didn't seem... Okay, here's the thing about his behavior. He didn't seem distraught about the people dying. He just seemed angry and focused, So, yeah, I can't really defend his actions. I want to be fair to him. He was upset maybe, oh no, he lost his wife in the crash, but it didn't seem like that. He just wanted to hurt somebody, and he wanted revenge, and that guy was giving him guff, so he just shot him. So, yeah. Where we go from here, I don't know. On Mars, Bobbie was having the worst day ever. She was being screened and scanned and flagged and interrogated. And then she got invited to this fancy dinner. But she felt she felt far away from Chrisjen, who had invited her, all the way down at the end of the table. And then she felt used by her in her speech, that she was only being invited there as like a symbol. And yeah, she voiced that to Chrisjen afterwards. But what she doesn't see is that Chrisjen, put the only two people she actually cared about in that room together. Her husband played by a new guy, by the way. I just noticed that in editing. And yeah, she put Bobbie and her husband together, and she seemed happy that they were getting along. And I think, that's the more important thing from that whole dinner scene. And I think they're fine. It looks like they've had this argument and they've gone their separate ways, but they're fine. Also, Bobbie discovered a secret underground orange making gooey stuff, drug, cocktail, super organization that her nephew was getting into. He was being led astray by the girl with the hair. And yeah, Bobbie broke it up. She was like, he's not working here anymore. You can't, that's it. We're having none of that. But the girl was like, oh, you're in so much trouble. You have no idea. So that's going to come back. There's going to be major consequences for that as well. So this episode's going to be a whirlwind of consequence. Or they'll just, maybe we'll go on an adventure through the ring to some other place. Just, random side adventure for no reason. But yeah, I think that was most of the last episode. We also have, I'll call them the Belters in space. They've tracked down the cause of the explosion of one of the ships to some dude that's, charismatic but dangerous. I don't know if we've met him yet. They mentioned him like he's a big deal, and that they're putting a bounty on him. So that storyline's going to come more into focus for me, I think, as the episodes go on. But I don't want to speak about it too much now because I'll get little details wrong. So yeah. So episode 3. Let's go. Have I really rambled on for that long? I'm just looking at my recording. I might edit it down to the bare essentials. Why do I talk so much? I like that this show has a theme tune. Like a credit sequence. It's a kind of rare in these days. Plus it gives me a chance to stretch after my preamble stuff. I can just relax into the episode while it's playing in the background. If I forgot anything in the preamble, I'm sure it'll come up. Okay, starting with Murtry. Here we go. Consequences.
Back the fuck up.
How many people have guns?
He fucking killed Coop.
I love the lightning in the background. It's like...
The lightning is moving in a straight line.
Okay, directed lightning. It's going to intersect with the settlement.
It's going to hit the settlement.
Amos, get the cover now.
Well, you'll have to be dealt with later, because we got to get the power back.
We're not.
Murphy shot one of the Belters.
What?
Why?
I don't know.
Murtry shot an unarmed man in
Cold blood and no one did anything.
Amos, keep a lid on the situation.
Okay, you want me to shoot Morty?
No, I don't want anyone to shoot anyone. Just do what you can.
settlers will need help with repairs.
That's the best line.
Best line.
Secure our modules. No one lifts a finger to help them.
He's just straight up evil. No remorse. No even panic.
Will do. Stay safe.
You too.
Where's she off to? Does she have to have that bag with her? What's in the bag? She should put balloons in there. Now this seems like, you know, she's topping up on steroids to keep herself going, but it's only going to do more harm than good. Lightning is still hitting the surface.
The lightning's continuing out across the ocean. One strike every 3.71 seconds, exactly 3.22 kilometers apart.
Okay. Is it possible that Murtry is infected somehow?
Oh my God.
And he's not just a dick?
I don't know.
The lightning phenomenon seems to have started at the ruins.
I'm aware.
We need to go there now.
I'm already there.
How did you get there so quickly?
I'm sort of the reason it all happened. It's the coolest plane in the universe so far.
Secretary Abzarella is part of the Old Guard, and we can't afford to let this be an Old Guard moment. Everybody finally gets a fair chance. Denying people
Everybody
that
gets a
opportunity would
pony
be-
and a blowjob.
Nancy Gao has been preparing, and she doesn't have to spend all her time keeping the world safe.
She's gonna eat her alive. Bobbie's been doing a lot of eating and drinking this season.
You're home.
Get David to call me when he gets home.
Yeah, sure.
Has David
We're running
been,
low.
you know, leveraged so that she will come and then she'll be dealt with? That sort of story?
It'll be the Austin Shallows concourse in 15 minutes.
I'll be there, don't worry.
Now you should case out that place that you're going to. Just, you know it's a trap, so... Yeah, school was like that for me as well. It was a lot of just, you know... Okay. It's public, so... Good spot.
He's safe. But that can quickly change if you don't cooperate.
No,
Who are you, her dad?
he's the higher
David's new full-time employee.
higher up.
Until I'm paid, he isn't going anywhere. It'd be a shame if you ruined all that for him.
Be shame if something were
What
to
do you want?
happen.
Just the money I lost. All you need to do is accidentally leave one of the security doors open.
Leave one of the doors open, that's it.
That's it. Do that.
Bobbie.
David's back in school tomorrow.
Well, this isn't going to backfire on her in any way. She's already flagged, so... Now she's gonna... Hey, no helping them. They gotta do it by themselves. It's like when you're doing, you know, a puzzle and someone else puts the piece in and you're like, oh, well, now I have to mess it all up and do it by myself. Maybe that's just me.
Those fuckers aren't gonna do a thing to help.
Nope. I'd say the battle lines have been drawn.
That looks hot. I wouldn't do very well on a desert planet. It's not a desert planet, but I wouldn't do very well on the frontier, let's just say. Wouldn't be able to find a replacement for this. That's for sure. What is this, you know, what is Murtry's plan?
We're gonna need more of these.
She's...
Those are power converter modules.
Back.
I get that she wants to
Really hold
help,
out until
but...
then?
We'll make tonight we do this. Yeah?
Oh no. I think they're going to target more than just Murtry.
Tuesday, I got a thing going. Rounding up some people for later today.
Are you crazy? You were right there. You so happened to...
Yeah, that's the reason we must do this now.
No, Scott. Leave me out of it. Murtry is going to pay for what he did. Shit.
Just take it easy, Naomi. Just take a rest. Just sit down for a while. She got a top up.
The fucking generator.
And it's ours. Put it down now.
Sure.
Alright, that's enough! That's enough! Just let him take it. Murtry is my boss. My job is to follow orders. So don't think I won't shoot you if you pull that kind of shit again.
Okay.
There might be a moment where she has to
So
choose
does that mean
between
we're
them.
not fucking anymore?
What? No, I guess.
Cool. See you later then.
You know, it's romantic in a way.
Madam Secretary, it has been an honor to
Your
serve you.
resignation is accepted.
Colonizations of the ring systems is inevitable. Whatever is out there, we'll deal with it because that is the history of our species.
Right up to the moment that our species ceases to exist.
think the advertisements in the background could use a bit of work. A bit more zazz, but more... It's very kind of dull looking. A brighter future, but it's the picture is just... Well.
I want to report a kidnapping.
A detective will see you now.
I understand you want to report a kidnapping? I'm Detective Esai Martin.
A goddamn cop.
With an immaculate record and a high conviction rate.
Okay.
Fine, but there are cameras all over that shipyard. I'll get caught, and you'll be fucked.
Cameras at that dock have been glitchy for years.
Or maybe they don't, and you'll have footage to keep blackmailing David and me.
Yeah.
I never even thought of that.
I like the way she handled the
Thanks
situation.
for coming in.
She could have just done it unwillingly, but she's gone through this whole, you know, she's been smart about it, but still cornered now at the end of it. Is it going to go all around and end?
Stopped.
Oh.
The lightning stopped.
No.
The last strikes were at the chain of islands on the other side of the planet.
He just has to move a route at the other side of the planet to keep it going.
You all feel that?
Yes.
That's impossible. This planet has no tectonic activity.
That explains what I said that
LV,
yesterday.
Mike,
The
you still in
other
your
day.
car?
Yes.
50-kilometer minimum separation.
I love how ominous it looks. Is another one just going to be like sprouted up somewhere? And maybe they'll keep sprouting up wherever the lightning struck?
When you undermine my team's authority, you put everybody here in danger, including your own crew.
Is that a threat?
I'm just making sure you understand the situation.
I do. Murtry.
Oh, he called him by his actual name. He means he's serious.
I know what you are.
Oh?
A killer. Your dick got hard when you smoked that guy in front of everybody. And you can't wait to do it again.
Speaking from experience?
Not really.
Someday I think you and I are going to end up bloody.
How about now?
Could be.
I'm free right now.
They're both killers, but they're so different.
It should be more.
It's a comfortable lead.
Oh, her lead is going to slowly diminish.
I have the research you requested.
Give us the
It
dirt.
talks about her growing up on base.
Just tell me what you found on her.
Good stuff.
Nancy Gao was accepted into the apprentice lottery on her first try. 1 week after she applied.
Ooh.
No one's that lucky.
Someone rigged it for her.
She jumped the line.
That,
She cheated.
that won't play well.
What do you want to do with this?
Leak it. Discreetly. The media will uncover the rest.
I like that she doesn't mind getting her hands dirty. Or, you know, playing this game. You don't win friends being a goody two-shoes. I would not do well in politics. I'd be like, vote for me or whatever. Okay, we'll find out more later. Is she trying to uncover who's involved in everything? She doesn't need a weapon.
Can I help you with something?
You're the only one who can.
He's so creepy. I wouldn't be going anywhere alone with him.
I never got a chance to thank you for all your help at the crash site. You got there fast.
Yeah, I knew.
Doing my job.
I knew it was going to happen because it was me. I did it. That's what he's implying, right? Don't like this scene. I think he's less scary when he's shouting, and more scary when he's staring.
What are you doing in here?
Okay, I feel better now that she's here.
Your lives. I had 23 of mine in the ground before they even set foot on.
It doesn't give you the right to play judge, jury, and executioner. You're not going to get away.
That happened too. That happened faster than I was expecting. Dude,
Guys,
what are you
do
spotting?
you see this?
Shit. 'Cause 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 '
Where's David?
Back home, safe and sound.
Oh, it was a Belter tattoo. I get it. What else does he want her to do? Is she in it now? Is she part of it?
You know, a person with your training and skill set could make a lot of money. You don't owe this place anything.
It's 2 episodes in a row she's been offered a job.
Mars is gonna need
Which path does she take? She has 3 options at the moment. Stay where she is, go with Chrisjen,
Ash
go
and I
with this
set up
guy.
behind their module. On my signal, Killen and Enzo open fire from the front.
This isn't going to go well. Because Murtry already knows that they're planning this, so
Stay down. Stay
they're
down.
either dead or
I thought you were having a heart attack.
it's like a...
That thing is chewing up
like a
the
drill.
swaths over 3 kilometers wide. If it continues on its current course, it's going to clip the edge of the settlement. They're going to get flattened.
This might be a good time to talk to Miller.
It's Miller time. I bet nobody's ever made that joke. He can't just summon him, though, can he?
Alex? Link into the Ross's fire controls. We're gonna drop a torpedo on that thing, conventional warhead.
We are witnessing something that human beings have never seen before, and your first instinct is to destroy
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, before it destroys us.
No.
Fire.
This thing has survived billions of years. Torpedo isn't going to hurt it. Ooh. Stopped. Hey, it worked. It actually did exactly what he wanted it to do. That's surprising. There's gonna be nobody left. Oh, he's gonna shoot him in the head.
I hope that answers your question.
Okay, so that was episode 3 of The Expanse. It's the first one of a bunch of them I'm going to watch today. And I'm glad, actually, because this one was sort of, I don't want to call it filler, but it was sort of building, more kind of connecting story threads. You know what I mean? Even though people were shot to death at the end of this one, it wasn't the same as the impact of the last episodes. So, and you could see it coming, because Murtry had, like, he was listening to them, and, you know, he could hear them plotting. So it was sort of an easy ambush in a way. I can't remember how many people are in that settlement, but they've killed like 4 or 5 of them now. So I don't know if that's going to settle things down, if the settlers are going to I don't know. This Murtry guy, he's the worst. He's compelling to watch. The actor's great. He's totally committed to being evil, but I wouldn't want him in my life. I wouldn't want him around me. And maybe Amos should have just shot him. That was so funny when he was like, "Should I shoot Morty?" So the story with Alex and Holden didn't go too far. The lightning strikes hit around the planet to a certain point, and then earthquake was happening, and there was this sort of terraforming thing happening, and they just shot a missile at it, and it stopped. It seemed to stop. Now, I don't think that's obviously not going to be the end of things, but it did seem to be effective. It did flicker. The power flickered, and it seemed to go dormant. Although we didn't get to see too much of that afterwards. So for all we know, it could power straight back up, or another one could appear, or, you know, there's going to be more. And Miller wasn't in the episode, so maybe he'll come back and go, hey, what are you doing? Why did you... Ooh, this isn't... Ah. You know the way he is. He's like that. Chrisjen has an upstart who wants to take her position. I'm going to look up her name right now because I didn't quite catch it. Nancy Gao. Yeah, that's going to be the Earth-based story for a bit. She got special treatment on her way up, and that's going to get leaked. But it's not going to be as simple as that. And I think things will get a lot messier before they get resolved with that story as well. We didn't see anything from Space Belters this episode. It was a very focused episode, just the 3 storylines. The politics one on Earth, the settlers, against Murtry, and the Bobbie storyline, which is sort of resolved itself in this episode. I thought maybe she would get, she was expecting to be blackmailed and, to be constantly having to do stuff for this guy because, he entrapped her. But at the end, he was just like, you've got skills. We could do with someone like you. You want a job? So I think the power is in her hands, where she wants to take her own storyline. So I don't know what she'll do. What I do know is that she's not going to stick doing what she's doing, because she's not happy at all. So maybe she'll take a completely other option. So that's it. I am going to jump straight into episode 4, which is going to be a bit weird for me, because I'll be like, hey, last time on episode 3, and they'll be like, what happened on episode 3 that I just watched? Anyway, that's behind the scenes stuff you don't need to worry about. But yeah, that should be no promises, but whatever day you're watching this on, which is probably today, Wednesday, the next episode will be probably Thursday, and then probably Friday, and then probably Saturday. So thank you always for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow for episode 4. See ya!